Ladies and gentlemen, before I start, I would like to thank the timekeeper, the honorable judges, and all people in the prison. In here, I will start my argument in 3, 2, 1. Okay, this house is prefer a world without social media over a world with strict regulation. So now, I'm as OG, I will talk the context first. The most it has compared two conditions, which were here, stand with the Muslim. We prefer a world without social media instead of a world with strict regulation. Why? In here simply but clearly when emphasize it with three main points why we stand with the Muslim. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, why a world with social media is better? First, because simply if there's no social media in the world, people wouldn't die. People wouldn't scare with anything. So there's no advantage of it, right? There's no this advantage will come if this regulation will apply. The regulation of no social media in the world, especially in Indonesia. So now we talk about the world, not just in specific government like Indonesia. So in the contrary, there will a lot of beneficial if a world without social media is happening. So we could appealing with status quo how much people are struggling now because of social media, how much people are now burden itself because of the contradiction in social media. How much people are just selfish because people who have a lot of followers in social media. I mean, this causes so many things, which is in context is negative impact. Okay, then. Also, because of the fragmentation of social media has caused many negative impact of human being in every aspect, either inside of social predicator or healthy lifestyle. Will happen like people. It will not happen like in the past. So, example, like just imagine if there's no social media, we will not so addicted to social media, and we will not spend our time almost on social media. So like in the past, there's no people who have a label in people who in the present. Like example, people who have brain rot, people who what it is people who brain rot, or people who what it is okay, as we know, we want to remind all people in the present in here to realize that why we support a world without social media, because the fact has come with the so many impact for the peoples who live in the past. There's no people who lack of social social life, or there's no people who lack of logically instinct. There's no people who lack of healthy what people calling healthy life, not I mean mental health. This is just come in the future, not happening in the past. Why? It is because the social media, we've been live with the standard of social media. When the actually is not like that. The actually we shouldn't live with the standard of social media, right? So like actually in the future, what? Okay, the many student has no educational of logically and critically when they want to studies, when they want to solve problems, right? because of the social media, people would solve the problem with what they've seen. No, not with what actually they want to solve. Okay, so that's why this is really matter for people who not addicted to the social media. Why? Because I've told you so many reasons, right? There's no disadvantage if social media lost, if there's not disadvantage if social media are not in this world again. And then but the negative side of impact will happen if people still using it, if people still addicted to the phone, still addicted to the social media. Okay, okay. Now, again and again, as a first speaker of OG, I want to tell you why. Oh no, not tell you. I want to emphasize you why to have awards with no social media is better, because the future is the future of what we yeah the future is the purpose. Okay, the future is the purpose. The bright generation will happen because we want the words without social media. We prefer words without social media because we want a bright future. Because we want words we prefer a world without social media. We want a world a world with generation, a gold generation in the mind close to 2020, 2045. Okay, as as the word of the strict regulation, actually, people just have strict regulation without consider as a human being. There's so many obstacles, there's so many things that we have to consider before to applying the strict regulation. What the context first? What are you what enough? Okay, still again. Okay, guys, thank you for listening our argument as a OG.